Welcome back to Mass Appeal. We're back with Sandra Costello. SandraLovesYou.com is her website. She's a photographer. Earlier in the show, we talked about the importance of the white wall, and now we have some photos because people are taking photos this time of year.
Yes, indeed. So these are a few portraits that I've done in the studio. So they're a little bit different, but you can see how simple and elegant the portrait is because you have a very plain background. And so it's the people and the puppy that are standing out.
I was going to say, you're not looking at the background or the misplaced thing or this or that.
Yeah.
Now, in this photo, what should people at home be aware of? I see the sight lines. Am I reading in too much into it, or are they there?
So one of the things that you want to think about is your composition. Oftentimes what you want to try to do is get your head heights or your eye heights at different levels. This, you know, it does cause a little bit of a diagonal, which is kind of interesting in this case, like father, mother, child. But, you know, in other situations, if there are more people in the photograph, you just want to kind of scatter them so there's some variety as to where people land.
And it always helps in your photos if you have an adorable dog.
Yeah, and this dog, you know, amazingly looks very calm in this picture, although was not the case during most of the shoot. But lots of fun.
I have a question. In photos, do you want to look exactly at the camera, or do you want to look off slightly?
You know, I like to do two different things. I like having a photo where everyone is looking at the camera, and then I like having a photo where they're not camera aware and they're engaged with one another.
Cool.
Yes.
All right, let's go with the next photo we have right here. Tell me about this one.
So this is an adorable family. Look at these little people here, right? Sometimes it can be tricky with the little ones because they want to run around. This is a perfect way to deal with that. Put them on your lap. Look how sweet they are, right? Yeah, they're good, and they were really great. So this is kind of nice. And again, with a simple backdrop, you're really focused on the family.
And the different eye lines, you're right, it does make for a much nicer photograph because you have two separate levels of eye lines.
A little more dynamic.
Now, let's talk about this. What do we have going on in this photo?
Well, I think sometimes folks want to have this, you know, they really want to have this what's the word, balance of what folks are wearing and how they kind of bring it together. So this family decided to do jeans and black tops, and it was really nice because you can just focus on the faces.
Cool.
Yeah.
And lastly,
oh boy,
this photo, and I'm nervous now. Sandra, are these kids on the wall? I know we're talking about the white wall, or are they on the floor?
They are on the floor,
okay, good.
Which I think is another great pose to consider when you're photographing children. You just get overhead or even get on a chair or a ladder and you can just shoot down, and it's a really fun way to capture the kids together.
And you're also telling me earlier, don't be afraid for everybody, no matter what your age, to get on the floor.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to shoot from up above. People can get on the floor and just look forward, and that can be kind of a fun shot too. You know, everybody on their bellies and just looking ahead.
Now, holidays, they're almost here. Do you have any more suggestions for people at home who are getting ready to take their photos?
Yes. Do not wait until the last minute, and don't be afraid to be in the pictures. I know that you want to show the kids as they're getting older, but I really want to see the parents too. So don't be afraid to get in the photograph, and don't make excuses.
Sandra, thank you so much for letting us into your studio. It's gorgeous in here. And if you want more information on anything that you've heard here today, just go to mymassappeal.com.